you can master it.
Correct.
But you got to make sure you got the right pieces to the puzzle.
You got the right pieces to the
and
puzzle.
What I say every day is crazy that a person without nothing can always tell you how to get something. You know, just like I said, yo, a virgin can tell you how to have, it's always somebody that's not in a certain place that can give you advice on how to get there. And I disagree with those, like I said, those are liabilities, what we just talked about a little while ago. A guy, it's like somebody telling Alex how to hit a baseball, but they never played baseball or been on a baseball field.
Floyd Mayweather just revealed what really happened during Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez sparring, and this changes everything. Floyd Mayweather has revealed surprising behind-the-scenes details about Shakur Stevenson's sparring sessions with Teofimo Lopez. These reports have sparked fresh debate among boxing fans, with many curious about how these elite fighters are preparing and what really happened inside the gym.
He called me earlier, it's like, yo, when you spar, I'm gonna come to the gym. I'm like, I'm gonna spar at 4 o'clock. I really didn't think he was gonna pull up, but he pulled up. It means everything, his advice and listening to him in the ring. He calling out little shit. I'm trying to make sure I do what he says, so a hell of a blessing to have Bud, Floyd, all these guys backing me, and I appreciate them. I'm just trying to keep pushing and keep getting better and better.
According to insiders, Floyd Mayweather Jr. visited Shakur Stevenson's training camp and shared valuable boxing knowledge. Floyd helped Shakur improve his punching accuracy, timing, and overall precision as he prepared for a possible clash with Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, but don't even stand right. Don't know nothing about boxing. So that's even like the commentators that watch our sports tell you how to tackle, how to catch footballs, and if you correct them and tell them, you know what, you don't know what you're talking about, they get upset, and that's when you hear so many. You hear so many bad stories because people always want you to tell them what they want to hear. They don't want the truth. And why?
Shakur Stevenson has openly said that sparring days are his favorite part of training. His camp is focused not only on sparring but also on footwork, defensive reactions, and controlling distance. Instead of chasing knockouts in the gym, Shakur spends long rounds perfecting his timing and ring control.
Punches, your stance must be right as far as your pivot. You start off with your pivot, get on your pivot, and it's light. The jab goes like this. This is exactly how the jab goes. Jab. This is called a 1-2. Boom, boom. You bring the hook with it. You can go to the body. Jab. This double jab. Triple jab. Short hook. Wide hook, short hook, wide hook, you go to the body, slide over here, slide over here, you drop under shots like this, you go here, 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 back with the jab,
For Shakur, training is about removing chaos from the fight. His goal is to stay calm, control the pace, and force opponents to fight on his terms, where his skills and boxing IQ give him the advantage.
I think an extra hour or anything was gonna make a difference because of the fact that I've been doing it all week. The 6 in the morning, the day before, I've been going super hard for the weight. I'm a real fighter at the end of the day, so I wasn't trying to make a stand for a fighter. I was just...
He got picked on the world team. Every 2.5 years, he's gained weight. He moved up in weight. So, like the weight gain and him growing now is part of his natural growth process been going on. And so, I think he's more adjusted and he feels much more comfortable.
Several insider reports also suggest that Shakur Stevenson has been working closely with Terrence "Bud" Crawford. Shakur is fully locked in, learning from every session and absorbing lessons from one of boxing's smartest and most disciplined champions.
I'm looking.
That's trade chases.
At the same time, Stevenson is following a strict diet as he prepares to move up to 140 pounds. His team is carefully managing his weight to ensure he gains size without losing speed, stamina, or sharpness. In contrast, Teofimo Lopez's camps are known for high energy and intensity, matching his explosive and unpredictable fighting style.
Bud Crawford, definitely a hell of an experience. You get that type of knowledge, that type of IQ. I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. And that's how I feel about myself.
You seen me around a lot. Don't act like you ain't seen me around them days. He said that
Bud, come on. Terrence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen and
straight, boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when the motherfucker trying to run out. When the motherfucker trying to run, bop, there you go.
Even if I don't feel the same way that he's feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If you hear, bop, what do you think he can throw? Because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's gonna be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses and the smarts that he has. And given the opportunity, I think he can pose a great threat to everybody.
Teofimo Lopez is entering this fight with renewed confidence and a clear sense of purpose. He sees this moment as a major turning point in his career. Feeling mentally focused and physically strong, Teofimo is embracing the spotlight instead of feeling pressure. His mindset shows maturity, hunger, and belief in his abilities. He views this fight as a chance to show his speed, power, ring IQ, and competitive fire, reminding everyone why he remains one of boxing's most dangerous fighters.
Bringing in some good positive affirmation and thoughts. I try to do all this, as much as possible. I think it's also good for us, not just as fighters, but as human beings. It's good for us, It kind of let us be aware, of the actual things you could write down and actually create and manifest. I wrote down I was going to be a world champion one day. Boom, did it. I wrote that I was going to be one of the best fighters to live up this time, and boom, we're doing it.
What's it like hanging with this guy? He seems pretty awesome.
It's incredible, man. He's definitely a special human being, in everything he does, in the boxing gym. He's a people's champion, He's constantly giving back to others. You see the human side of him,
Lopez has been sharpening his skills under legendary trainer Freddie Roach, whose experience has added a new layer to his preparation. In the gym, Teofimo focuses on high-intensity rounds that simulate fight night pressure. Roach emphasizes timing, defense, and reading openings, pushing Teofimo to think ahead in every exchange. For Lopez, this fight is not just about winning, but about proving he still belongs among boxing's elite.
So then again, it's like I could always succeed to another level with it, and exceed to it. So it's really just trying to just keep it going, keep moving forward throughout the whole time and throughout the whole process, and mainly just have fun with it. You gotta have fun with what you do. I love this. You know, I haven't stopped doing what I've done because of the fact that I enjoy what I do. You know, this has been 20 years in the making, 20 years in this, you know, and I have so much to do and so much to prove within myself. So mentally, I'm prepared. Physically, I'm more than ready, you know, and emotionally, oh, I'm on fire, you know, I'm on fire with it, you know, because all I ever did was try to be great, you know, and it's no longer trying, I am. You know, I am great, and it's all about just continuing and holding that. So it's all about just staying humble throughout the process, keeping myself level-headed, and really just enjoying each day that we get because...
Teofimo Lopez has made it clear that he is not entering this fight just to compete. As the reigning WBO junior welterweight champion, he believes his title represents years of sacrifice, pain, and dedication. For Lopez, this bout is about defending everything he has built at 140 pounds, and he insists no one will take it from him easily.
That open. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's nerves in the end.
The tempo does.
Get up a little higher. Do it. Do it right hand. That's it. Right hand. Quick. Quick. 1, 2. 1, 2.
In an interview with Cigar Talk, Shakur Stevenson explained why he never signed with Floyd Mayweather early in his career. After the 2016 Olympics, Shakur felt he wasn't presented with the respect and importance he believed he deserved. He also wasn't comfortable doing things the Mayweather way, especially if it meant leaving behind people he trusted. Instead, Shakur chose Top Rank because they offered him freedom, respect, and a clearer path to early title opportunities. He made it clear that staying true to his own vision and team mattered more than fitting into someone else's system.
Of being in the ring,
yes.
Shakur Stevenson. Obviously, you guys are both in Las Vegas. I'm hearing that you did link up today. A face-off happened between the two of you?
Yeah, face-off happened, things of that nature, just, you know, just to create the things that are in motion already. So we're really adamant about fighting each other next, and I can't wait for us to really lace it up. And I see him across the ring, and really when that bell rings, lights out for him.
What's it like seeing him now kind of face to face? When you look at him, what do you see? Because obviously you're not locked in just yet, and the closer it gets to a fight, obviously things turn a little bit. But when you do look at Shakur, what do you think of him?
I think, I don't think too much of it. You know, I think that he believes in himself, that's one thing, but I'm here to destroy his dreams and all that he wants to do and become. You can't take this from me. I worked very hard for it. I've bled for this, you know, and I'm not taking nothing from him, but I just believe that what's gonna happen next is for destiny.
I mean, like I said, I watched the whole Olympics. That was a moment, and you know, like I said, at this point, I think that's when everybody really started hearing about you. Like once the Olympics came about, and Floyd flew out there to go see.
Facts.
Floyd was all on you that whole weekend. Just outside looking in, I guess everybody's surprised that you ain't signed with Floyd because it just felt like niggas is like, oh, he the next Floyd. Floyd, you know, he's courting you.
Yeah.
What you feel like? What was it that made you like, you know, not do a deal with Floyd?
See, look, like, you know, a lot of people look at that situation, they be like, yeah, you should have like went with Floyd. But like, I'm a real nigga. I'm gonna be real. Fuck it. I'm gonna just say what it is. Like, I'm a real nigga. So like, it's just certain things that I tolerate, I don't tolerate, and it's like, you know, I got around certain people that I felt was like real niggas, and you know, they kind of helped me out with my career, and like, Floyd didn't want to be like involved in that. Like, he didn't want to accept like the real, you know, the real part that he wanted me to like go through it with, you know. I ain't gonna say he wanted me to go through blind, but he wanted me to like do it his way. Right. And I ain't want to do it his way, so it ended up being like I did it my way, and I went with the team I felt was like a better team for me, and I feel like right now it's paid off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, was that a hard decision though? Because you got to think like, this Floyd, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas grow, I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd's my favorite fighter, right? So it's like, you know, because I work in music, so I see that, like, you know, when it's an artist trying to sign you, it'd be a little different just because you have an emotional attachment to it. Was that a hard decision for you to, like, tell Floyd, like, nah, I'm good?
Yeah, it was, because at the end of the day, Floyd calling my phone, he on the phone, he like, yeah, you could drive the Bugatti. You could, like,
money talk.
yeah, so it's like, he all in your head at the same time, but it's like, you still in your brain. Like, I